All right, y'all. This should be a good one, man. Man, there's a lot of back and forths going on between Josiah and Kyrie Irving, and I think I was able to read between the lines of all the cryptic tweets and IG posts, starting from this summer with Kyrie Irving and Josiah was like a back and forth. This thing is really deep, man. I'm gonna explain to you what I think is going on, and we watching it play out right before our very eyes, man. So before I even get started, man, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well, and hit that notification bell. So every time I drop an episode or drop a quick hitter, y'all can catch it. There's like an internal war going on between Kyrie Irving and Josiah. And Josiah is having a pissing match and pissing contest with Kyrie Irving, all starting from him not getting the jab and Josiah feeling like Kyrie got the best of him, and he's trying to find ways where he can get his lick back, right? Um, it didn't really work with the jab because they had to come back crawling and beg Kyrie to come back. So he thought he got his lick back with this contract situation, but then KD threw a wrench in the game and said, "Well, if you go treat Kyrie like that, I want to trade." Right now, fast forward to this season, everything's good. They're playing. He's playing. He's not hurt. He's playing well. But they're not winning, right? Um, then we get to the tweets of Kyrie Irving, right? This around. So, let me see. What is it? September 20th. Starting from the bottom. This is Kyrie's Twitter account. If I can work and be unvaccinated, then all my brothers and sisters who are also unvaccinated should be able to do the same without being discriminated against, vilified, or fired. This enforced vaccine slash pandemic is one of the biggest violations of human rights in history. Remember, Kyrie Irving always was saying things like, I want to be a voice for the voiceless. I want to look out for the little people, right? Him not getting the jab wasn't just about him not wanting to put it in his body. He also was looking out for the people that he knew was getting fired and losing their job without pay. And he wanted to continue to shine light on that and also say, look, man, you don't need to get this vaccination. Like, what do we have that shows us this work, right? Because they was advertising it as if you get this jab, you're gonna have you're gonna lower your risk of even catching the virus. And then once everyone was getting the jab plus the booster and they found out they were still catching it, they had to change their tune and say, well, it don't stop you from getting it, but it'll stop you from being hospitalized. Right. So, I mean, just a lot of moving the goalposts with this whole thing. And Kyrie kept standing on his square saying, look, man, I'm not getting it. And no one should have to be forced to get it. And no one should have to lose their job getting it. All right. So that's something he sent out September 20th. Right. He retweets something with the caption "Truth coming to light." Now, mind you, this is all coming down the pike after a year of Kyrie getting his name drug in the mud, and he know that this stuff is coming out with Brooklyn. He knew that his rights was violated, along with other people in the New York area, rights being violated with them getting fired because they're not getting vaccinated. Right? He knew it. Right? He could have sued them last year and got all his money back. He lost a lot of money because he was suspended without pay for all the home games. Lost a lot of money. He didn't ask for it back. He just took the lick like a man and said, I play ball when I can play ball. Right? But mind you, he's probably got a lawyer team that's like, nah, that money is owed to you. They're probably telling him certain things, and they're probably negotiating with Josiah and his lawyers. Right? So Kyrie is tweeting and poking fun at Josiah subliminally, right? And Josiah is watching his tweets like a mad dog, and I'm gonna prove to you that I know Josiah is watching his tweets. This is a little game they're going back and forth with, right? The game they're going back and forth with. Truth come to light, right? So the tweet says, New York State Supreme Court reinstates all fired unvaccinated employees, orders back pay, says the state violated rights, acted arbitrary and capricious, if I said that right. Notes that being vaccinated does not prevent an individual from contracting or transmitting COVID-19, right? And that's the document. I'm gonna go and look at some of the other document part of it. You can see all the things that the court has ordered to be, I guess, final. And you can read some of that. But if you go all the way to the bottom, the last three, it says the terminated practitioners are hereby reinstated to their full employment status effective October 25th, 2022. Also ordered that the practitioners are entitled to back pay in the salary from the date of termination. And lastly, ordered the petitions are directed to submit a okay, don't worry about that part. But so all of this is going on, and you're thinking that, okay, it's New York, it's a lot of New York workers that's going to get their money back for getting fired, and it was against the law for the mayor to do what he did, and any other employer that did what they did with sending unvaccinated workers home. But you're not thinking about the fact that this also includes Kyrie Irving. So another win for Kyrie Irving. All right, he won because he didn't get forced to do something he didn't want to do. Despite them dragging his name in the mud, he won because they got egg on their face because they had to come back and ask this man to come back and play, and he still didn't get vaccinated. Then he won again this summer because they was trying to blame the 4-0 sweep with the Boston series on Kyrie, and say if it wasn't for Kyrie missing all those games, his team would have had better chemistry. We would still have James Harden, and we would be on our way to the championship. So their frustration wanted Kyrie out because they felt like he messed up the whole season. And KD threw a wrench in the game and stopped that. And Tsai is looking for so many ways where he can finally get Kyrie back, right? So you get to the part, October 28th, you get to this part. Tsai has been watching his tweets. He's seen the subliminal messages he's been throwing out there, the little subtle jabs and stuff like that, man. It's a back and forth little pissing match going between Kyrie and Tsai. And what Tsai really did was he did what the Karens was doing years ago that went viral, where it was just a string of white women calling the police on black men or black people in general. And, you know, a lot of people was saying, look, that's dangerous because we understand police brutality is a thing, and having the police show up and try to check on a black person is turning out to be fatal, right? So Karen's was synonymous with people calling the cops on black people for odd things or things that wasn't even arrest worthy, right? This is basically what Tsai did. He pulled a Karen on Kyrie and seen that tweet of Hebrews the Negroes, and in the same day he tweeted this: "I'm disappointed that Kyrie appears to support a film based on a book full of anti-Semitic disinformation. I want to sit down and make sure he understands this is hurtful to all of us. And as a man of faith, it is wrong to promote hate based on race, ethnicity, or religion." Now, this is funny because he didn't promote anything that was hate based. The film is not hate based. That's number one, but we'll put it aside. Your own owner said that I'm going to cause this confusion and mess up my own team, all because he wanted to call the woke and the tone police on Kyrie Irving. He did a Karen move, and he summoned the public to come and do what they did to Kyrie. Pretty much, he caused all this. I follow Kyrie on Twitter, and I didn't even see him tweet that Hebrews the Negro movie out. I overlooked it. I didn't even see it. And for the people that follow him, most of them probably already seen this movie. So what Tsai really did is expose this to people who knew nothing about the movie. Everybody that I talked to about this that haven't seen the movie, half of them say, well, I got to go see the movie to see what it's all about that they're talking about. I want to see what they're talking about. Some people are going to go check it out to see if it's really anti-Semitic, and some people was like, oh shoot, I need to go find out what they're talking about in this thing as far as history is concerned. So Joe Tsai really is the person that promoted this film. He shined light on it, not Kyrie. Kyrie tweeted it out to people who follow him or who got like minds like he do, that already think the same way he do, and probably already seen this movie for the most part, because I had already seen it. I just didn't see his tweet. So for Joe Tsai trying to trying to win this pissing match, he called the woke police on his own player and sabotage his own franchise because he wanted to get back at Kyrie. Kyrie had been poking fun at him so much because he knew, hey bro, you owe me all that money you took from me last year. Yeah, run that back. Right? And he ain't even got to go to court to do it. The court had already decided that everybody in New York City that lost their job because they was unvaccinated is getting back pay from their boss. It's already decided. He only got to sue and go to court. It's a done deal. Joe Tsai got to run him his money for last year. Kyrie wins again. And Joe Tsai he don't strike me as the type of person that like to lose. He called the woke police, the woke public. He called them on Kyrie. He shined light on this tweet. He shined light on this movie, Hebrews the Negro, and it backfired. It backfired because he wanted to win so bad. When everyone came at Kyrie and he got all the negative press, he would sit back and smiling. I got you now. And he was sitting back smiling, and he was winning for a while. And the momentum was going so good, he leaned in a little bit too hard. And then everybody was like turned off by it and said, hell nah, man, this ain't right. And now he's off the suspended list for the Brooklyn Nets and probably go get reinstated sometime this week. Backfired on him. So pretty much that's what was going on. It was a pitching contest. Joe Tsai knew he had to go pay Kyrie back. That didn't feel good to him, and he called the woke police on his own player. That's what y'all are witnessing right now. We're gonna see how it plays out, man. Leave your comments in the comment section. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this, and let me know what you think, man. Do you think this is what's going on? Do you think Joe Tsai is really that petty, where he would tweet this out just so he can get back at Kyrie? I do think so. I do think so, man. And Kyrie knows it. Man. So yeah. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.